With a look at the confluence of the three rivers here in Pittsburgh, we're set to go as the Bears and the Steelers go, and the golden towels throughout Heinz Field as the Bears will get the ball first. 32 degrees, but the wind chill is under freezing, and we have a wind of 12 miles per hour that has been gusting somewhat, and the snow has been falling since the morning. Right now, no snow. Jeff Reed will kick off for the Steelers, and Jerry Azuma back deep for the Bears. This game is underway. Line drive kick fielded by Azuma at the 2-yard line. And dropped by the Steelers at the 20 by Brett Keisel. 20-yard return. So Kyle Orton, who has 9 wins this season, the second most by a rookie quarterback since 1970. And, of course, the most is Ben Roethlisberger, who had 13 last year for the Pittsburgh Steelers, his opposite number. Here is Kyle Orton, who has the lowest quarterback rating in the National Football League. And as Darryl mentioned, a lot of talk in Chicago, and even Lovie Smith said not happy with the passing performance, particularly last week. First down and going to the air on first down, and the pass caught by Muhsin Muhammad, who is dropped at the 25-yard line after a gain of 6 by Ike Taylor. And a little tongue-in-cheek here with the Bears offense, partner.
Well, I'm buying into it now. You know, this is the formula, and it's their defense that's been winning games, and Robbie Gould is their field goal kicker. So they've got a great ground game. You saw the problems they've been having at the quarterback spot. They want more production, so let's lean on these guys.
And they have, and it's worked. 9-3 coming in. 2 tight ends. Second down and 4. Again to the air, and the pass caught by the fullback Brian Johnson, and Johnson will get the first down, does not get out of bounds. A 7-yard pickup with the free safety Chris Hope on the tackle.
And this is going to be the area that I think needs to play very well this afternoon, the secondary for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, Chicago is not an aggressive down-the-field passing game. You know, that's the story that everybody knows about. But in this losing streak by the Pittsburgh Steelers, there have been big plays in the passing game. They've got to eliminate those today. They've got a great opportunity because of the way that Chicago plays offense.
And confidence factor is right now not very high for the Steelers, and they're looking to get that back. First down and 10 on the 33, and their first running call goes to Thomas Jones, who went over the 1,000-yard mark for the first time in his career, picks up 2 yards on that play.
When we talk about Chicago's offense, I think the one thing you forget, and it really plays into what this whole team is built around, is the fact that their offense gets on the field, and yeah, they're not generating a lot of points, but they stay on the field. They're taking some time off the clock. They allow their defense to get off the field and get recovered.
They don't have a lot of 3-and-outs, so they do give that vaunted defense a chance to catch their breath. Second down and 8 from the 35, and here is Jones again, and he doesn't get much. Maybe a couple of yards with Aaron Smith, the defensive end, on the tackle. That'll bring up 3rd and long for the Bears. And the Steelers allowing 35 points on the opening possession this season, 4th most in the NFL. And they're looking to close them down at 3rd and 6.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays. I really feel that the front 7 of the Pittsburgh Steelers matches up well with what Chicago does in their running game. I think that that's going to be a matchup that kind of goes in favor of the Steelers. You saw those first 2 plays by Chicago. They threw the ball, moved the chains.
Troy Polamalu, you got to watch him. And the Bears, who were 0 for 10 on 3rd down conversions last week, spread it out with 4 wide receivers, and on the slant, over the hands of Muhsin Muhammad. So the Steelers hold on their first series. Orton comes up empty, and the Bears will have to punt.
This is the thing that worries Ron Turner, the offensive coordinator of the Chicago Bears. There are plays to be made out there offensively in the passing game, and Kyle Orton is not taking advantage of those. And there's a critical one right there on a 3rd down. He's got that slant, and it's a little bit high, and it's incomplete.
Brad Maynard will be in to kick. He was hampered by an injury earlier in the year and has really raised his game. Antoine Randall L. goes back deep for the Steelers. Good kick, but on the run, Randall L. at the 28-yard line gets turned around, and then he gets put down at the 34-yard line by Brendan Ayanbadejo. Outstanding special teams performer. 36-yard punt, not much of a return. The Steelers get the ball for the first time when we come back.
If you have a high-speed connection, you're even more vulnerable. Every month, more than 250 new viruses are created. Spyware slows browsing up to 500%, and phishing may lead to identity theft.
Holy moly.
So what can we do about it?
This.
That's it?
It's that simple.
The all-new Safety and Security Center with the most comprehensive set of automatically updating online safety tools. Want a better internet? You belong at AOL.
Hello, I'm home.
Hey, honey, have you seen the credit card bill?
I may have thrown it away.
My disco pants. Why? Where is it? I'm not paying a late fee.
Sometimes you can't help paying late. Avoid late fees with the new Citi Simplicity Card. No late fees when you make a purchase each billing period. Citi. Live richly.
Introducing the all-new 2006 Mercury Milan.
Little help here?
For your own good, get your own.
Fox NFL Sunday is sponsored by Mercury and your local Lincoln Mercury dealers.
Back here in Pittsburgh, the Steelers, who are facing their third straight division leader. They lost at Indianapolis, beaten by the Bengals last week in a game that really put them behind the 8 ball as they fell 2 games behind the Bengals. And then again, the Chicago Bears, who lead the NFC North. First down on the 34. Ben Roethlisberger with 2 receivers lining up to the left now. Heinz Ward moves. And the handoff to Willie Parker, and he is knocked back for a loss of 2 yards by Ogunlia and Scott. Loss of 2 yards. Ben Roethlisberger has his best rating in the first quarter, and of course, you know he's playing with that injured thumb. He has a splint and a glove protecting it. He has missed a couple of 4 games this year because of other injuries.
He played well against Cincinnati last week, though, with that thumb. The question to me is, how does it hold up during the course of the game? If this defense starts knocking him around, does that thumb all of a sudden become a problem in the second half?
Charlie Batch becomes the backup quarterback. On second down, the screen pass to Willie Parker. Parker gets loose into Bears territory. And Willie Parker almost gets by everybody. And he is tackled after a huge gain of 45 yards by the strong safety Todd Johnson.
You've got great upfield rushers for the Chicago Bears. One way to counteract that, the screen pass. Willie Parker slips out to the outside. Here comes Jeff Harding, 64, gets the key block on Brian Urlacher, takes 2 guys out. Now it's a straight shot down the field. There's Jeff Harding, 2 guys, Lance Briggs and Brian Urlacher, and then Willie Parker turns on the Jets.
And the Steelers threaten early. First down on the Bears' 22-yard line. And they give the ball to Parker, gets running room. Spins away from a defender and gets about 8 or 9 yards on first down. And gets a rise out of the crowd. Dan Kreider, the fullback, with a big block and close to first down for Willie Parker.
Ben Roethlisberger going down. He knows who to make sure he gets a little pat on the back to, those big guys up front. And it's difficult to run a screen pass. When you go up against a team like Chicago, I think everybody assumes it should be automatic to have it in there. You've got to have the right offensive linemen and great chemistry between them and your running backs.
Well, the Bears allowed the fewest big plays, 20 or more, before that one. 45 yards and a 2nd and 1 on the 13 of Chicago. Again to the ground, again to Parker, not this time. And he is tackled by Alex Brown for a loss of 1.
Well, that screen pass was successful because of the upfield pressure of this Bears defensive front. And here's a matchup that's going to be very important for Pittsburgh today. 2 young guys at the tackle position going against Alex Brown and Adewale Ogunleye. Probably the 2 best tandem pass rushers on any team in the NFL. The way that they play, the way they protect Ben Roethlisberger will go a long way to their success offensively.
3rd down and 2. On the 14, so an early key stop. Jerome Bettis checking in for the Steelers. Expected to see a lot of action, and here is the pass to Heinz Ward, and Ward gets to the 5, still on his feet, scores, touchdown Pittsburgh. Heinz Ward came around on an end around and a great fake to Bettis, and on the screen to Ward. Great run after the catch, 14 yards for the score.
Well, Heinz Ward's coming around in motion. They fake the little reverse to him, then they flip it outside on the screen. Watch the effort by Heinz Ward. The thing about the Pittsburgh Steelers receivers is after the catch, they are physical runners with the football.
And here is Jeff Reed trying to give the Steelers an early 7-0 advantage. 51st career touchdown catch, 10th this year for Heinz Ward. And Reed's kick is good. That's exactly where the Steelers wanted to be, playing from in front, 7-0, and forcing the Bears to do something on offense. But a great play, and Ward made it happen.
Some beers have a full taste, but are too filling. Some beers are easy to drink, but don't satisfy. Then, there's Budweiser Select. Made from only the finest hand-picked American and Bavarian hops. Budweiser Select is brewed longer for a bold taste that finishes clean. Everybody has their something, but Budweiser Select has it all.
The front and rear pillars of the F-150 are insulated with an innovative heat-activated foam to reduce noise, making it as quiet as a luxury vehicle. A luxury vehicle that can tow 9,900 pounds.
Campbell's Junkie presents tips from Mama McNabb.
Don't eat junky, eat chunky. Chunky chicken noodle soup is loaded with big noodles and big chunks of chicken.
Reminds me when I was little.
When were you little? Campbell's Junkie, it fills you up right.
Taking a quick break? I'd like to see those for someone very special.
A gift from Kay Jewelers means every diamond is hand-selected to match beautifully, and she'll absolutely love them.
Chris, how did you know? Every kiss begins with K.
Cadillac Williams and the Bucks, Tom Brady and the Patriots. It's a Fox NFL Saturday special this week in HD. Fox NFL Sunday is sponsored by Budweiser Select. Finally, bold taste meets a clean finish. Expect everything.
And the Steelers draw first blood and lead the Bears 7-0. And for the Bears, they have not won any game this year when they have trailed by more than 3 points. So right now they have something to prove. Jerry Azuma back deep for Chicago, and Jeff Reed will kick off. 5 players, 66 yards. And the big play was the 45-yard screen pass to Willie Parker that set it up. Reed kicking off for the second time, and Azuma at the 8. And hit at the 27-yard line after an 18-yard return by Brett Kiesel. So the Steelers defense on the field trying to get a stop after this break.
Simply our best holiday savings. There's still time for the best prices of the year on 2006 Ford products with Keep It Simple pricing. The price you see is the price you get, like a Ford F-150. The price was $29.40. Now the price is $22,992. That saves you over $6,000. Keep It Simple pricing is simply a better deal. But simply put, it all ends soon. Check it out today at FordVehicles.com and your local Ford store.
We had a merry time pillaging. But with so many people switching to Capital One, we've had to find new jobs. All we want for Christmas is our dignity.
For low rates and great rewards, switch to Capital One.
What's in your wallet? I'm making a list.
The fans who say nothing can stop the bus, didn't see the game in Jacksonville when I got blindsided by my asthma. I thought I was in control. I was wrong. If you have asthma, do me a favor. Take the asthma control test. 5 questions. If you score 19 or less, you may not be controlling your asthma as well as you could be. Please, go to asthmacontrol.com or call and take the asthma control test. Then share the results with your doctor. Asthma doesn't stop the bus, and it doesn't have to stop you.
Lord Vader, rise.
Star Wars is reborn at BK in the form of 6 collectible hologram watches. Only $1.99 each when you buy any value meal. Star Wars Episode 3. Own it on DVD now.
Well, the impact of the loss of Mike Brown already being felt. Here's Todd Johnson, your safety on that long screen. Now, he gets blocked by Heath Miller, who does an excellent job. But Ben Roethlisberger gets the ball into the screenplay, and it's the safety who has the opportunity to make the play, but he's just totally blocked out of the play. He doesn't get contact till he's 40 yards downfield.
So the Bears, with their second possession, they got 1 first down before being forced to kick. Will start from the 26. Orton, and the pass caught by Justin Gage, and Gage fighting his way for the first down. He's got a lot of size. Ike Taylor brings him down, a gain of 11. Keep in mind that Roberto Garza is starting at right guard for Chicago. Terrence Metcalf came down with a bruised shoulder, so that's an injury on the offense for the Bears. And as you mentioned, with Mike Brown out of action, as well as Chris Harris, first 2 starters for injuries out for the Bears this year defensively.
We're going to see that because we showed you Todd Johnson playing Mike Brown's position, but both of those safeties out of the lineup today's game.
And the pitch goes to Thomas Jones. Jones with his best run by far, and he gets into Steeler territory and is pushed out of bounds at the 44 by Larry Foote. So 20 more yards for the Bears.
Good patience by Thomas Jones. If you're a running back in the NFL, you got to let your guys get out there and get their blocks. Everybody pulls around. You see right there, he's going to let this thing develop and clean up a little bit. Right there, you're not real sure where to go. Look at that. He goes back inside. A young running back who's pressing that hole is going to think, I need to get outside in that lane. Thomas Jones, a little hesitation, gets a better alley inside that block.
And Brian Johnson downfield with another big block. First down on the Steeler 43. Here is Jones, and not much there. Tony, what's the field like as we start this game in the cold?
You know, the surface down here as the game goes on is going to get more and more chewed up. They put some green kind of absorbent thing to put on the field to try and absorb some of the water, but it's going to get worse and worse as the day goes on, and the offensive and defensive linemen are going to have a little bit of problems getting some footing down here, guys.
All right, 1 yard gain that time by Jones. It'll be 2nd down and 9 on the Steeler 42. Protection for Orton, and Orton overthrows Gage out of bounds. And that will bring up 3rd down and 9. This is the first meeting of these traditional NFL foes in 7 years.
The funny thing is they're kind of mirror images of each other about a year apart. Last year, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they go all the way to the AFC Championship game, basically playing a very similar style to what the Chicago Bears are playing this year. So when everybody is critical of Lovie Smith and, well, how are you going to do this? One of the teams that he looks at is Pittsburgh. Hey, they went 15-1 last year.
Bill Cowher at the helm. Now they're struggling and fighting for a playoff berth, probably wild card. 3rd down and 9. Bernard Berrien in the game, the speedster at wide receiver, and Kyle Orton, seeing his receivers covered, runs for it and comes up short, it appears. Gets inside the 35, and it was Joey Porter and Clint Grewalt making the stop, and I think the Bears are about a yard short, and 4th down coming up. That was an 8-yard pickup.
Those are the decisions that they want to see Kyle Orton start to make, as opposed to hanging in the pocket and trying to get the ball to somebody down the field when the play breaks down. Make that quick decision, tuck the ball, and get what you can. Put yourself in a position to convert 4th down.
And I think this is a good idea for Lovie Smith. 4th down and about a yard. Problematic on the field goal with this win, so they're going for it with multiple tight ends. 4th down and 1, and if they get the first down, Thomas Jones down to the 31-yard line. A 3-yard pickup, and the Bears move the sticks.
Well, with a team that has the approach of field position, that's a gutsy call by Lovie Smith. That's probably as aggressive as you'll see him in that situation, because Normally, he's going to punt the ball, pin Pittsburgh back. But, you know, when you've got a great defense, I think you can be a little bit more aggressive in what you're doing offensively with your play call.
And it may be tough to punt from inside the 40.
Oh, it's not easy. I mean, if you make a mistake, you net 15 yards.
Bears on the 31 of the Steelers, first down. And Orton looking one way and then fires it out and getting away. Thomas Jones down the field. Jones going vertically down to about the 15-yard line. They'll mark it at the 16. A 15-yard pickup. Larry Foote, one of the inside linebackers, making the tackle. And Jones almost was tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
When this ball was thrown, I'm thinking it's going the other way. I'm thinking that Joey Porter is going to pick this ball off and run it back. Kyle Orton's going to come out. He's looking to his right. Something doesn't look good there. So he turns and very quickly throws this ball out to Thomas Jones. Joey Porter, I thought, had to jump on it enough where he was going to intercept it or at least put a big hit on Thomas Jones.
Well, he juked Joey on that one, and it's a first down on the 16-yard line. And the handoff to Jones, and he gets to the 14, a pickup of 2 to Shea Townsend at the cornerback spot making the tackle. So nearly 5 minutes remain in the first quarter. Steelers score in their first possession. The Bears threaten on their second.
What a great response by this Bears offense. Everybody's been very critical of them. Everybody wanted to know what was going to happen to Chicago if they fell behind. They come out, fall behind on the opening possession, and the response of this group has been very impressive on this drive.
Second down and 8. And here is Orton. Plenty of time. Can't find a receiver and smartly throws it beyond Muhsin Muhammad, who was covered extremely well by Troy Polamalu. And so that will bring up third down on the play. Smart play by the rookie from Purdue.
He's making good decisions right now. That one there, throw the ball away. He's thrown a couple away already in the first couple series with this offense. I like the decision when he tucked the ball and just got what he could, put them in a position to convert a fourth down. So he's making better decisions, and Lovey needs more production, and Kyle knows that. He knows he didn't play well last week.
The offensive line also for the Chicago Bears doing a great job of picking up a lot of stunts the Steelers are throwing at him up on the line of scrimmage, running crosses with the tight ends and the tackles.
They don't play the 34 much, Tony, that's for sure. Third down, and the pass is caught inside the 5 by Muhammad, and it'll be first and goal for Chicago. So Muhsin Muhammad, who was shut out last week for the first time in 3 years with a big 12-yard gain.
Here comes all your pressure. They're going to slide their protection that way. Kyle Orton is turning his back. He's got faith in his offensive line to pick that blitz up. They're bringing an overload to that side. He focuses in on Muhsin Muhammad and delivers the ball into a tight window also.
So Muhammad, as well as Justin Gage, shut out last week. Well, to be honest with you, just about everyone. Orton threw for only 68 yards, and it's first and goal at the 2 tight ends, and here is Thomas Jones. No way, and they'll even lose a couple on the play. Clark Hagan's right in there. They'll call it a 1-yard loss, bringing up second and goal.
You know, the Steelers are playing for that inside run right now, putting all their guys on the line of scrimmage. But this is where Chicago has to go, fake something up the middle, and take it around the outside. Right now, the perimeter for both sides, left and right, are not really being covered by the Steelers. So I would hope the Chicago Bears will see that from up top, guys.
Yeah, one of their big plays the last couple weeks, Tony, a little bit of a play-action fake and a pass to the tight end.
12th play of the drive, and a timeout called by Orton. So a good early timeout, because obviously it isn't often the Bears get this close. Timeout, Bears trying to tie the game. 3:18 to go in the first. We'll be right back.
It's the strongest, most innovative full-size pickup, and the only one to earn both government 5-star and IIHS Best Pick Front Crash ratings.
I'm Dan Marino. Welcome to my home. Come on. The NFL on my Samsung Plasma. Beautiful, huh? Hey, I'm up here. Check this out, my Samsung Slim Fit. It's in my closet. And my crystal clear LCD TV. And in here is my awesome 61-inch Samsung DLP. And a few friends.
Hey, quarterbacks only.
Samsung, official HD TV of the NFL. Find out how you can get the Great Moments combo free when you buy a qualifying Samsung HD TV.
Peter Travers of Rolling Stone is calling one movie the jaw-dropping, eye-popping, heart-stopping epic we've been waiting for all year.
I give you time!
Entertainment Weekly says King Kong sets the new standard. It's a masterpiece. People magazine calls King Kong movie magic. 4 stars. Thrilling, says Devin Gordon of Newsweek. A surprisingly tender, even heartbreaking film. 2 thumbs way up for King Kong. Rated PG-13. Starts Wednesday.
Fox NFL Sunday is sponsored by Ford F-150. Built Ford tough. By Samsung, the official HD TV of the NFL. By King Kong, directed by Peter Jackson. King Kong in theaters Wednesday. And by State Farm. Great service, great rates. That's why 40 million drivers trust State Farm.
Bears with 11 10-play drives this season, fewest in the NFL. This drive started on their own 26. 3rd down and 3. Second down and goal. And Orton gets slammed by Clark Higgins for the loss. It was 2nd down and goal, not 3rd and 3. Loss of 8 yards. And back to the 11-yard line.
Well, that's where your problem is going to come. You get down here, you open up your formation a little bit. You're not in a traditional goal line offense. You're booting it out, but you got a guy right in your face. Clark Higgins is waiting right there for Kyle Orton when he turns around. Nothing Kyle could do with that one. Lucky to hold on to the ball.
Now it's 3rd down and goal at the 11. So Kyle Orton already has improved on his passing from last week. But the Bears looking to get a touchdown, and there's a pump fake by Orton, and the pass overthrown to the tight end Desmond Clark, and the Steelers hold on 3rd down, and Lovie Smith will send his field goal team in.
Kind of deflating for that Chicago offense. They were very efficient all the way down the field. They get down inside the 5. They have that critical breakdown where they get the sack, kind of puts them behind the chains, in what looked like a great response to Pittsburgh's opening drive and getting a touchdown. Chicago now going to have to try and settle for 3.
29-yard attempt, Darrell, and Robbie Gould, who was 4 of 5 last week, has hit 9 of his last 10, and the kick is good, and the Bears get on the board. But you're right, tempered somewhat, but the fact that this offense had such an impressive drive, they'll take the 3, trailing the Steelers 7-3.
With a past, present, future collection from Zales.
Oh, there's no place like home for the holiday.
For holiday entertaining, there's nothing like this new Frigidaire Speed Bake Double Oven. It's just one of 250 brand name appliances Lowe's has in stock, all at prices that can't be beat. Take one home today or have it delivered tomorrow free. We'll even haul the old one away free. And Lowe's holiday gift to you, pay nothing for 6 months when you use your Lowe's card.
Home, sweet home.
Yeah, you didn't type in your password.
Don't have to. Biometrics. What? Wherever I am, I just swipe, password goes in, I'm connected. Biometrics.
Oh, bionic finger, cool. It's like 10 times stronger than a regular finger.
No, it's for passwords. No, it's more like na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Na-na-na-na-na-na. Better.
Secure wireless, made easy. Only on a ThinkPad with Intel Centrino mobile technology.
Just in time for Super Bowl 40 comes the greatest Super Bowl moments on DVD. Available now everywhere DVDs are sold.
2.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Dick Stockton along with Darrell Johnston and Tony Siragusa. Bears respond to the Steelers' opening possession touchdown with a field goal. It's 7-3.
The snow's coming back down here, Dick. Starting to snow a little bit.
Intermittent flurries. There's the scoring drive. Robbie Gould will be kicking off to Ricardo Coakley and Quincy Morgan. There is Morgan, former Dallas Cowboy.
This is one of those areas that that Bill Cowher kind of called out. This the middle of this 3-game losing streak. You go back, and the team was never in sync. They're losing the offense one game, they're losing the defense one game, and you have those 3 phases. But the one they lost in all 3 of those games was special teams. He really challenged his guys this afternoon. We'll see if they can start off with some good field position on this return.
And the coverage, of course, as well, a big problem. Here is a short kick by Gould, and Coakley returning from the 10-yard line, and Coakley is slammed down to the turf at the 31-yard line by Israel Adonijah, a 21-yard return. Well, next Saturday, a Fox NFL special. Pre-game begins at 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New England Patriots battle. Playoff implications for both teams. Patriots fighting to win the AFC East, and the Buccaneers in that great 3-team battle in the NFC South. First down on the 31-yard line. Play action, and Roethlisberger rolling out, and his pass is incomplete. We talked about the Bears and the Steelers and their tradition. Well, back in 1969, they had the worst records in the NFL. The Steelers and the Bears had identical marks of 1-13, and so to decide who was going to get the #1 draft pick, they held a coin flip. The Steelers won the coin flip, and the guy they drafted for the start of the 1970 season was Terry Bradshaw. And as they say, the rest is history. The Steelers went on to win 4 Super Bowls. And who knows how football would have been changed had Chicago won it, but the Steelers got Bradshaw by winning the coin flip. Second down and 10 on the Pittsburgh 31, and on the draw, Willie Parker charging forward, gets to the 34-yard line, picking up 3 with Brian Urlacher there.
One of the things that I like about the Pittsburgh running game is how they block the 8-man front. And we hear a lot of talk about getting that 8th defender down in the box, but they have a good situation on how to account for that guy. They can reverse the play, go opposite. They can leave the guy farthest away from the point of attack free, and they've got Heinz Ward, number 86, who is a very, very good blocker from the wide receiver position.
And Veron Hayes, number 34, the third down back, as Deuce Staley is inactive for this game. Third down and 7. Out of the shotgun for Ben Roethlisberger. His quick toss, slant, first down to the 46-yard line. And Cedric Wilson. And now he'll say incomplete. Wilson came out, did not have possession, so it'll be 4th down on the incompletion. Looked like he knocked it away after should have been a fumble.
Charles Tillman came in and just punched it right out.
Took a couple of steps, but maybe did not have control.
Well, he's trying to say, Cedric says he had a catch. I don't know if you want to let that one go. Whatever they ruled on the field, that might be a fumble, Cedric, if anything. Possession, a couple steps. Yeah, Cedric, you don't want him to go take a look at that one.
The Steelers recovered.
Steelers got it. It doesn't matter, yeah.
Steelers recovered in any event.
He's got it in the air. There it goes. It is a conversion. It would be the first down, so Cedric's right.
Pittsburgh's challenging the ruling on the field. Before the challenge, delay game, offense. Be a 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
So it doesn't really matter as delay of the game overrules all on a dead ball foul, so it'll be 4th down. Bill Vinovich, referee.
Challenging the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass.
The big question is the delay of game on the previous play before the catch fumble that was recovered, or is the delay of game on that play right there as they're trying to decide whether they're going to challenge. So we got to get that cleaned up right now as we go to break.
If the delay of the game happened before that last play, that would make it all dead. But they're going to look.
No, I'm just online paying the credit card bill.
What?
No, I'll be home soon.
We don't want a late fee. Honey, I told you.
I saw this before.
Let's
last one, man. Let's go.
Sometimes you can't help paying late. Avoid late fees with the new Citi Simplicity Card. No late fees when you make a purchase each billing period. Citi. Live richly.
Unstoppable. Like a Waltrip is, so is the Citizen Echo Drive. Fueled by light, it never needs a battery. It's unstoppable. Just like the people who wear it. Citizen Echo Drive watches. Unstoppable.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Gio called.
Who's watching the kids?
They're at my mom's.
People can't get enough of our Jack Daniel's Flat Iron Steak. Now only $10.99. Everyone could use more Fridays.
Merry Christmas.
What would you do for love this Christmas?
Now, the delay of the game call happened as Bill Cowher was looking up on the jumbo screen to see whether he would challenge this ball.
I think it's a good challenge. It is definitely a catch fumble. And then the Steelers recover it. So that gives them the first down. Now, as they're waiting to figure out whether to challenge this or not, they get a delay of game. So what should happen is it should come out, they should reverse the play, catch fumble, first down Pittsburgh, but because of the delay of game, it'll be 1st and 15.
Heath Miller, the tight end, made the recovery. So the delay of the game, and Cowher said, I'll take a delay of the game anytime to make sure that it's a good challenge for me, and I'll take the 5 yards after the fact. So it would be a first down if he wins that challenge, and then they'll mark it back 5 yards.
Especially in that situation, it's going to be 4th down. You're going to be punting the ball away. That's one of those critical situations where you give your offense another series of downs for more opportunities. So good job, Cedric Wilson. You were right to get over there and alert him that you thought you had a catch.
After reviewing the play, the receiver had clear possession of the ball with 2 feet down, ruling on the field a completed pass. Pittsburgh is not charged a timeout. However, it'll be 1st and 15 after the delayed game penalty.
So Bill Cowher with a smart move, and Lovie Smith getting the explanation from the official. So the call was reversed, and the Steelers will have a first down and 15. Key was that the
46-yard line. We'll back it up to the 41.
Key was that the delay of the game was not on the play in which they had the play in question, but the ensuing play. They'll mark it at the 41.
Not a great start for the Chicago defense today. A lot of things going against them. And, you know, you really look back. You go back to Tampa Bay, back to Green Bay last week. They gave up their most yards last week, and that was with Chris Harris and Mike Brown back there in the secondary. So they've got to shore this. They've got to shore this defense up right now. Pittsburgh's very, very efficiently moving the ball.
Now, the Steelers are always known for doing gadget plays and misdirection plays, and the Chicago Bears, after watching them last week, that's one of the things that they struggle with. They're so focused in on what's going on the field that they have to be alert that there's going to be reverses, there's going to be screens, there's going to be draws. They have to react to them and run to the ball, guys.
And Tony, they're such an aggressive defense that the screen pass is a great play, and a reverse or fake reverse is good to run against the Bears, who coming into the game had allowed only 11 touchdowns in 12 games, and now it's 12 touchdowns in the 13th game. First down and 15. Ben Roethlisberger, sensational rookie year last season, and on the pitch and on the end around Antoine Randall L. But the Bears are there to stuff it down, and Brian Urlacher with great pursuit limits Randall L. to a gain of only 3. And right now, let's check in with James Brown for a game break.
Big Vikings are 5-0 with Brad Johnson at the helm. Little toss back there to Corn Robinson. The Seattle cast off his first rushing touchdown, 13 yards of pay dirt. 7-0 Vikings in the second. Cadillac Williams, deep man in the eye. 14 yards through the big hole. 7-0 Bucks in that one. Back to Dick Stockton.
All right, JB, thank you. Several big encounters today. 2nd down and 12. Steelers on the 44, and on the draw play, Willie Parker. And Parker gets stopped at the 45-yard line after a gain of 1 by Lance Briggs and Hunter Hillenmeyer. Hillenmeyer, who came out of last week's game with a broken right thumb, playing with that problem today.
One thing you can't do against this defense as a running back is stop your feet and try and make a cutback all the way across. I mean, Tony mentioned it with the gadget plays. Tremendous pursuit by this defense. So once you stop your feet and try and move, you're going to find yourself in a lot of trouble.
And the final seconds being ticked off on a fast-moving first quarter. And that will be the end of the first quarter here in Pittsburgh with the score. The Steelers 7 and the Bears 3. Fox NFL Sunday will continue after these messages.
Watching the NFL on Fox.
If you're not convinced calling 1-800-SAFE-AUTO is a good idea, here are 4 words that will change your mind.
Proof of insurance, please.
1-800-SAFE-AUTO. Pick up the phone.
Xanthophobia. It's the fear of the color yellow. 1 out of 10 million people have it. That means 28 of you are now running away from your television. Don't be a big chicken. Eat one. The Big Chicken Filet. At 1/3 of a pound, it could be the world's biggest chicken sandwich. Only at Hardee's.
Is our next American Idol among us today?
Millions dream, thousands dare. Only one will win.
I think we'll discover Idol's biggest star.
American Idol is back. The new season begins Fox January.
We begin the second quarter. Dick Stockton with Darrell Johnston, Tony Siragusa. The Steelers lead 7-3. They will have a 3rd down and 11 on their 45-yard line. Ben Roethlisberger has thrown only 1 incompletion. Steelers have converted both of their 3rd down tries thus far. Roethlisberger gets hit as he throws, and the pass, and it is trapped. And let's see if it is intercepted. It's Todd Johnson. And Todd Johnson has incomplete. The officials made sure it was trapped by Johnson downfield.
Look at all these guys up at the line of scrimmage. Everybody's moving. I mean, if you're an offensive player, you're thinking blitz. And then all of a sudden, right at the last second, everybody's bailing out. You're only getting the rush by 4 guys. But boy, pre-snap, I mean, you're thinking, oh boy, here we go. We got to figure this one out. We're going to have at least 7 guys coming on this play.
So Todd Johnson starting in place of Mike Brown. That's a big loss for the Bears. So it's 4th down, and Chris Gardocki kicking to Bobby Wade, who had lost his punt returning duties and then got it back last week when Rashid Davis had his problems.
He's been catching the ball well. He's just been fumbling it on contact.
And here is Wade. Ball floating. Wade at the 16-yard line runs into his own blocker and gets driven back, and they'll call the forward progress at the 19-yard line. That was a 39-yard punt that time.
This December, Nissan's got you covered from A to Z. Nissan's A to Z year-end sales event. Get year-end deals on Altima, Armada, Frontier, Maxima, Murano, Pathfinder, Quest, Sentra, Titan, Xterra, Z. Like a $199 per month lease on Altima with the special edition package at your Nissan dealer now. Style, performance, value. From A to Z.
I do enjoy drinking Guinness at a tailgating party.
Yes, and I've discovered that the local custom is to wear cheese on your head. So, to fit in, I brought along some hunks of Limburger.
Limburger cheeseheads? Brilliant!
Brilliant!
I'm not so sure we're fitting in.
I smell feet.
Whatever the occasion, drink responsibly.
Brilliant!
NFL Sunday is sponsored by Nissan, who invites you to shift the way you move through the world. By Guinness Draft Stout, drink responsibly. Brilliant. By Visa, proud sponsor of the NFL. With Visa's multiple layers of security, you're protected. And by Burger King, who reminds you to have it your way.
7-3, the Steelers in front, the Bears getting the ball back.
Yeah, Bobby Wade's not going to make the same mistake twice. Look at him, he's got two hands on that ball. He knows how much possession means to Lovie Smith. He's not losing that job again.
First down for Chicago on the 19-yard line, and here's Thomas Jones. Jones tackled from behind by Joey Porter after a pickup of 3.
One of the guys that kind of gets overlooked in this Steelers defense in my mind is Casey Hampton. You know, we all talk about their linebackers, and they've always had great linebackers, especially on the outside. But when you're in that 3-4, that other guy you got to have is a guy in the nose. And Casey Hampton, number 98, he just knocked Olin Kreutz about 3 yards back into the backfield and forced Thomas Jones to make a quick decision.
Not many people can do that to Kreutz. Second down and 7 on the 22, and Muhsin Muhammad hit as he catches the ball and will not have the first down, about 1.5 yards shy. And James Farrier, who missed 2 games with a sprained knee for the Steeler defense, making the stop at 6-yard pickup. So once again, the Bears facing a third down. You know, Chicago accepting a field goal the last time they had the ball. Their longest scoring drive in their last 3 games for a touchdown has been only 8 yards. They would have smashed that one, but they did not get the TD.
Well, you go 10 yards and you smash that one.
Right. Third down and 1. And here's Jones. Close. And they may need a measurement. We'll see where they made the hit. Larry Foote all over Jones.
A couple things right there by Thomas Jones. Leaving your feet and turning your back. You lose all your momentum, and you're at the mercy of what your blockers did for you. And Pittsburgh may have forced him into that decision, but you want to at least do one or the other. If you've got your back turned, you want to at least have your feet on the ground and be able to push the pile. And if you leave your feet, you want to get up high enough and elevate and turn that shoulder. You can see right there, he's not getting up high enough. He gets spun around, and now all your momentum is lost. You're just at the mercy of the spot by the officials.
And I don't know if the Bears think they have a first down, Moose, but I see Brad Maynard is out there exercising his right leg on the sideline, practically on the field.
And I think they're a little short.
A little more than a little. So fourth down, and the Bears will have to kick. So Maynard coming on. And Antoine Randall L. going back deep for the Steelers.
Important for Brad Maynard right now to get a good kick, the coverage team to get down there, because this field position battle is starting to change into the Pittsburgh Steelers' favor. That's one of the key components to the Chicago Bears. They don't like to be on a long field, and Philadelphia put them in that position with their offense doing well and their punt coverage team doing a good job.
And they also like to get a few first downs to give the defense a chance to rest a bit. They couldn't on that occasion. So on fourth down, Maynard with the good high kick. Randall L. at the 26. Trying to get loose. Flag is down, and Randall L. still on his feet, and finally gets hooked out of bounds at about the 45-yard line by Justin Gage, the wide receiver, playing special teams today. It was a 46-yard punt. Randall L. returned at 19, and then there's a flag.
During the return, illegal block in the back, receiving team number 57. 10-yard penalty. Pittsburgh keeps the ball.
Clint Grewalt, and they'll move them back a bit.
Timeout.
And a timeout. The Pittsburgh Steelers trying to break a 3-game losing streak in front of the Bears, 7-3.
Lord Vader, rise.
Star Wars is reborn at BK in the form of 6 collectible hologram watches. Only $1.99 each when you buy any value meal. Star Wars Episode 3. Own it on DVD now.
Unstoppable. Sasha Cohen is. So is her Citizen Echo Drive. Fueled by light, it never needs a battery. It's unstoppable. Just like the people who wear it. Citizen Echo Drive watches. Unstoppable.
Take a chance and play your part. Make romance, it might break your heart. But if you think that time will change your ways, don't wait too long. Don't wait.
Dad? Hey, buddy.
Could you read me a story? Football.
That's okay. I can freeze time.
Whoa.
Introducing the DirecTV Plus DVR.
Do it again.
Finally, an easy-to-use DVR that gives you the power to pause and rewind live TV, so you'll never miss a second of what's important to you.
Somebody up there loves you. DirecTV.
Get a free DirecTV Plus DVR when you sign up now. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
When you hang up, for all intents and purposes, Jack Bauer's dead.
On Sunday, January 15th, it will take just 10 minutes to turn Jack Bauer from dead and buried to the most wanted man alive.
How'd you get this number?
24, the non-stop season begins this January on Fox.
Now everybody wonders who this man is with the orange sleeves right here. This is probably the most important guy on the field for when you're a little bit heavy or overweight guy on defense. He's going to tell you whether we're going to commercial after break. So everybody would always look at him from both teams to see if he had his arms crossed, because you knew you only had to walk out to the hole. You didn't have to run. Very important man on the field there, guys.
Famed orange sleeves as Willie Parker runs for the first down. He's had a great first half. Hillenmeyer on the tackle after Parker picks up 11 yards. And people, I guess, at home always want to know, how does it work? When do you go to commercial? Who communicates that? Well, it's the orange sleeves guy, and I didn't know until Tony told us that the players long for the orange sleeves to signal for the first timeout.
When he had them hands crossed, man, it was a pleasure. A little smile on all the heavy guys' faces.
First down at the 38-yard line. 2 tight ends for the Steelers, who lead by 4. Parker again. And Parker getting to the 40-yard line, picking up 2 more. Ian Scott.
I think one of the things we're seeing right now that's very uncharacteristic of this Chicago defense, and it's actually carried into their special teams also, are missed tackles. I had a chance to see them a couple times this year, and this is the poorest I've seen them start a game with their tackling. A lot of these longer plays by the Steelers are because somewhere along the way, early in that play, Chicago has missed a tackle.
Second down and 8 on the 40 of Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger stepping up and flipping out, and the pass bobbled and then held onto by Dan Kreider, the fullback. And that could have been disaster for the Steelers with several Bears in the neighborhood. Picks up 5 yards to the 45-yard line with third down coming up.
He didn't have much time to finish that play, but we talked about these guys early on, and right now Max Starks and Trey Essex both doing a good job. There's Max Starks going up against Adewale Ogunleye, rides him to the outside. Ben has to step up a little bit, but hey, those 2 guys have done a great job up to this point, because we have not called Alex Brown or Adewale Ogunleye's name yet with pressures and sacks.
Quincy Morgan in motion to the right. It'll be third down and 3 at the 45. Roethlisberger, and the pass is caught, and they don't get the first down. Veron Hayes is hit immediately, and a flag goes down. And the initial indication appears from Heinz Ward that it would be against the Bears, who now signal the other way.
Pass interference. Offense, number 86. 10-yard penalty. Replay third down.
Not so fast, Heinz, and he is guilty of the offensive pass interference.
Well, Heinz Ward's right up there at the top of the screen. The pass is underneath to Veron Hayes.
And Lance Briggs hit him first, and Tank Johnson to follow. Did not get the first down. And then the penalty will set the Steelers back.
You wonder if it was like a pick play. You know, you saw Heinz Ward kind of go out, and you saw the running back coming underneath. The only thing I can think of is maybe it was an illegal pick. Here goes Heinz. Well, hopefully they just got the wrong number. Somebody did something wrong out there. Maybe they just got the wrong number.
Third down and now 13. And the Steelers back to their 35-yard line. Roethlisberger getting pressure, and on the screen pass, Veron Hayes spinning away, and Hayes is going to get the first down as he gets into Chicago territory. 16-yard gain before Azuma brings him down. Hayes, the third down back today, delivers for the Steelers.
More missed tackles by the Chicago Bears defense. Brian Urlacher, 54. There he goes into the middle by the emblem. Now he's going to have a chance to get Veron Hayes right there. He gets blocked. He had another one missed earlier. They had him at the original line of scrimmage. That was probably another 9-10 yards by Veron Hayes just on his effort, and Chicago missing tackles.
15 missed tackles today, so if you want to be compared to the 85 defense, you better shore up that tackling first. First down at the 49. Big play by Haynes. And the handoff to Willie Parker. And you heard before the game Ben Roethlisberger telling Tony Siragusa on the field, you know, we're going to be running the ball today, and they are successfully. 9 yards that time for Parker with the tackle by Todd Johnson.
You know, down here on the field, Moose, you did a great, I think it was awesome you point that out, that they're missing tackles. What they're not doing is they're not running through the ball carrier. They're stopping their feet and they're diving. You'll see a lot of guys laying out trying to get an arm tackle on these guys. The Steelers' run game is not a team you can arm tackle. You need to run through the player and solidify that tackle.
And you would know, having played them, second down and 2, first back through. Dan Kreider, the fullback, and Kreider inside the 30. That one is for Moose. The fullback carries. Brian Urlacher, the tackle after 12 more yards for the Steelers.
You fall asleep on a guy like that. You're worried about this guy, Willie Parker, Veron Hayes, and all of a sudden you slip 35 in there real quick. He even gets a trap. That's awesome.
Now all he has to do is catch a ball, and you'll really be happy, almost.
He already had a catch. I mean, he bobbled it a little bit out there in the flat, but he pulled it in, so we got a catch and a carry.
Well, the Steelers moving the ball on the ground, especially using up the clock, leading 7-3. First down on the Bears 29. Play action. And the pass flag down is caught by Cedric Wilson, and Wilson is down at the 12-yard line, but there are 2 penalty markers down. 17-yard gain, and the initial call you see is a holding penalty.
Prior to the pass, holding. Defense number 43. Penalties declined. Resolve the play. First down.
They declined Mike Green's hold, and now the Steelers threatening big time with a first down outside the 10.
Steelers just having their way. They seem to be one step ahead. That play by Dan Kreider previously, that quick little trap inside, that's going to be a play, I guarantee, that Pittsburgh put in specifically against the Chicago Bears defense because they're penetrators up front.
First down and 10 on the 12. And here is Parker trying to go outside left. Parker going in, and no signal given, and Parker is out of bounds just inside the 1-yard line. And Brandon McGowan, rookie safety, prevented the touchdown. But once again, the Steelers looking very good, threatening.
Dan Kreider doing it all. This time it's on a block. Watch, he gets to the outside, seals Hunter Hillenmeyer to the inside. That allows Willie Parker to get the corner. Brandon McGowan does a nice job coming all the way across to deny the touchdown. But boy, the Steelers got onto the edge very quickly, and there was no more support from the secondary.
Parker with 43 yards on 9 carries. Jerome Bettis comes into the game. First and goal at the 1. And they give it to the bus. Touchdown Steelers. This is a totally different team than the club that lost the previous 3. A 1-yard run by Jerome Bettis. Fourth touchdown on the ground for Bettis, the 33-year-old veteran. And the Steelers lead now 13-3.
Chicago's going to get a taste of their own medicine right now. They get up 14-3 right now. You know that Pittsburgh offense is going to come out. They're going to start pounding the ball, taking time off the clock.
Jeff Reed for the extra point. And with 7:25 remaining in the first half, the Steelers have moved out 14-3 lead over the Chicago Bears.
This December, Nissan's got you covered from A to Z. Nissan's A to Z year-end sales event. Get year-end deals on Altima, Armada, Frontier, Maxima, Murano, Pathfinder, Quest, Sentra, Titan, Xterra, Z. Like 2,000 cash back on the Nissan Xterra 2006 Motor Trend Sport Utility of the Year. Style, performance, value. From A to Z.
Taco Bell's new Chipotle grilled stuffed burrito, loaded with carne asada steak, Chipotle seasoned rice, spicy Southwest Chipotle sauce, and 3 melted cheeses, all wrapped up and grilled to go for the perfect balance of flavor and spice. Think outside the bun.
With so much more to see, shouldn't you be watching it on the Aquas Liquid Crystal Television? From Sharp.
Dzisiaj przyjdą twoje nowe łyżwy?
Tak, gdybym mógł przyjechać taką pogodą.
Na pewno przyjedzie.
Śnisz niemożliwe.
Złoży się o śniadanie.
Fantastyczne!
Mówiłem ci, dawaj śniadanie.
The most reliable color on earth. UPS. What can Brown do for you?
Fox NFL Sunday is sponsored by UPS. What can Brown do for you?
You know, I was standing here about 8 yards behind Brian Urlacher. One thing I saw with the Chicago defense was when you're on the goal line, you're down here, you got to go and stand people up. But right there, Green, number 43, has to get involved in this. The play does not stop until the whistle's blown. The officials didn't blow that whistle. You got to go and make that tackle.
9 plays, 73 yards. So the Steelers against that Bear defense have gone 66 yards and 73 yards for their 2 touchdowns. And by giving up 14, that's the most points the Bears have given up in the last 5 games. So they have an uphill climb right now as Jason McKee returns the kickoff for Chicago and brings it out close to the 35-yard line. So Kyle Orton has to go to work now, and the Bears need to get points. Holiday season in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We'll be right back.
That's not garlic I'm smelling.
I like tangy. Ooh, can you make mine tangy?
Spicy.
Want a new spin on steak? Hurry in now for the new Chili Steak Festival. Big, juicy flavors like our garlic lover's ribeye. The new Chili Steak Festival for a limited time. Come on, live a little.
Today.
Oh, you're hot.
Thank you, so are you. It's 4 against 1. Let's not fight.
No, let's.
In the hottest DVD of the year. Wow. Fantastic Four. Own it today.
You've been working out.
Shut up.
This December, Nissan's got you covered from A to Z. Nissan's A to Z year-end sales event. Get year-end deals on Altima, Armada, Frontier, Maxima, Murano, Pathfinder, Quest, Sentra, Titan, Xterra, Z. Like a $199 per month lease on Altima with the special edition package at your Nissan dealer now. Style, performance, value. From A to Z.
Unstoppable. Like a Waltrip is, so is the Citizen Echo Drive. Fueled by light, it never needs a battery. It's unstoppable. Just like the people who wear it. Citizen Echo Drive watches. Unstoppable.
Fox tonight. Kelsey Grammer returns as the notorious...
Chicago.
On an all-new Simpsons. Then, parents discovered their son's hidden secret, his love of show tunes.
I don't want to look like an idiot when I do this number.
An all-new War at Home. It all starts at 8, 7 Central, tonight on Fox.
Medicine's most brilliant doctor is now number 2.
You answer directly to Dr. Foreman.
And that means war.
I love the smell of pus in the morning. It smells like victory.
House, all new at 9, 8 Central, Fox, Tuesday. Viewer discretion advised.
Congratulatory phone call for Ben Roethlisberger, but not really. He's talking to the Ken Wisenhunt, the offensive coordinator upstairs. Job well done thus far by the Steelers offense. The Bears, let's see how they answer. First down at the 34-yard line. Kyle Orton is going to throw, and dropping the pass out of the backfield is Adrian Peterson. Interesting in this game, and there are other games that affect these teams. The Browns are leading the Steelers right now, leading the Bengals, that is 14-10. Remember, the Steelers are 2 games behind Cincinnati coming in, and the Bengals leading the division after winning last week. Minnesota over St. Louis 7-3, and if the Vikings win their 6th in a row and the Bears stumble here, Bears lead in the NFC North would be only 1 game. So the plot thickens. 2nd down and 10. Fake to Peterson. Plenty of time. Is there a receiver open? And the ball is thrown on the ground, and they wanted Peterson to come.
Trying to develop, get a screenplay to develop out there on the outside, but that's just defensed well by the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Kyle Orton has nowhere to go with that ball. Just throws it down into the turf.
Flag thrown.
Steelers may be lobbying for a holding call.
Now the pass might have hit Reuben Brown, and unintentionally, and even if it did inadvertently, it would be an illegal receiver downfield.
There's no foul for illegal touching on the play. 3rd down.
I thought they were going to get Reuben Brown on a hold, because when you do the screenplay now, it's the offensive lineman leaves to go out to get into the screen. He cannot throw the guy down to the ground. I thought Reuben had done that. So
one thing I am seeing down here is Kyle Orton has some holes where he can run, guys. He ran earlier and put them in a 4th and 1 situation. When he doesn't have the opportunity to throw the pass, he needs to go and run the ball, because they're not accounting for him right now.
We'll watch that one. 3rd down and 10 at the 34. And Orton with a quick pass, and it's incomplete. Muhsin Muhammad claiming he was interfered with. No flags are down. Ike Taylor on the coverage, and 4th down again for the Bears.
That looked like I thought Ike might have gotten there a little bit early myself. We'll see here on the replay. Perfect timing by Ike Taylor. No, unfortunately, Muhsin, that was very, very well played.
So Brad Maynard is on to kick it away, and Antoine Randall L is back deep. Kyle Orton has completed 6 of 13 for 57 yards. Maynard with a good kick. Randall L back inside his 15. And finally, the Bears made the tackle at the 22-yard line. That was Leon Joe. 51-yard punt by Maynard. Well, the NFL on Fox, week 15. The Eagles and Rams in the first half of our doubleheader, and the Cowboys-Redskins. You played in a few of those, I think.
Yeah.
Darryl?
It's always a great rivalry.
And, of course, as you know, the Cowboys dominated their earlier meeting in Dallas, and all of a sudden, poof, it was gone. The Redskins scored at the end and beat Dallas in one of the toughest losses the Cowboys have had.
Oh, and then to who it was, you know, the game. Anybody else, I think the people in Dallas could have taken that a little bit better, but to self-destruct in the last few minutes against Washington, that was insult to injury.
Yeah, wrong team. First down at the 22 for the Steelers, who have dominated this game, leading 14-3. Roethlisberger would throw on first down, trying to go to his tight end, Heath Miller. Lofted up there, and defending on the play was Mike Green, playing free safety with Chris Harris out with an injury.
Go back and look at this again, just so you can see how good these tackles for the Pittsburgh Steelers are playing. These two guys, I mean, they have had an outstanding year. They got 14 sacks between the two of them. They got on a roll there for a couple weeks where they were unblockable, just exchanging from week to week. Now, Pittsburgh's helping them out. They're doing a good job. They're getting the back over there to chip and putting the tight end, but sometimes these guys are on their own out on that island, and they have played well this afternoon.
Well, the left tackle, rookie Trey Essex, only his third start at left tackle. Max starts, who's 6'8", the right side. That was supposed to be vulnerable time for Pittsburgh. Meanwhile, the pass caught 8 yards to Heinz Ward.
You guys got to give a little bit of credit to Ben Roethlisberger, too. He moves around the pocket. I don't think people can realize how big this man is. He's like a defense or an offensive lineman there at quarterback, and he moves around the pocket like Fred Astaire, man. He dances around that thing and just glides.
Don't get carried away, Tony.
Yeah, but it's that feel that you have as a quarterback. You don't have to be a great scrambler. I think the guy that everybody remembers is Dan Marino. I mean, he wasn't going to break 10, 15-yard runs, but he was so good in the pocket of having that feel of where to move to have just enough time to get that ball out.
That is there, high company. Ron Heinz is in the game as the third down back, and Antoine Randall L. fumble after the catch, and is recovered by the Steelers.
Everything is going against the Chicago Bears. The things that have gone their way all season are going the other way today. There's been 2 balls on the ground, and Pittsburgh has recovered both of those fumbles. They're missing tackles. I mean, just things that you haven't seen them do or plays that they've been able to make this season in the past are not going their way today.
An alert play by Cedric Wilson, who recovered the fumble. So a 14-yard play. First down at the 43. Alex Brown, shaken up, has come out of the game. And on first down, Willie Parker trying to go outside and is sandwiched after a gain of 1. Brian Urlacher, the principal defender, 1 yard on the play.
As Alex Brown will take a look. We talked about the back being in there to help Chip. Gives him a little shot. You don't know if he got him in the ribs. Maybe they went knee to knee. He's holding it. Looks like his shoulder right there.
Israel Adonijah came in on that last play. So Alex Brown, who has been phenomenal up front for the Bears, who have managed to do it with a 4-man rush. Today's a different story, however. They've not gotten close to Roethlisberger. Hand off to Willie Parker. Goes up the middle and tackled at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5 by Adonijah with help from Lance Briggs.
They just seem completely out of sync defensively. They're on different levels on that play. They're bringing the blitz, but they're not getting upfield. When Chicago is in a good rhythm and they're playing well defensively, as they move to play this style of defense where every guy takes a gap, it's very well coordinated. Right now, it doesn't seem to be as coordinated as it has been in the past.
And Ian Scott limping off the field. Looks like the Bears are the team getting beaten up, including their defensive unit. Tank Johnson has replaced him. Third down and 5 for the Steelers on their 48. Roethlisberger's pass and trying to extend Quincy Morgan to no avail. So fourth down coming up, and Chris Gardocki will come in to kick.
Well, you're not getting there one-on-one. So what you got to do now is you got to start trying to create. And the Bears are running a little stunt now. And this is something that, now they feel they're frustrated. It's a part of their package, but I'm positive coming into this game that they felt that they could match up one-on-one. They were going to have to stunt their defensive linemen. They felt that they could win those one-on-one battles.
So here is Gardocki, who played for the Chicago Bears. And back deep, Bobby Wade. Good kick. Wade at the 7. Goes up. Comes down at the 16-yard line. So the Bears will try to get something going, trailing 14-3. Well, this February, the fastest sport on earth returns to Fox for another season of incredible action as the world's best drivers go door to door in a quest to take home the checkered flag. NASCAR returns to Fox in high definition this February. It has been all Pittsburgh thus far. They have outrushed the Bears 64-39, and in total yards 194-88. From the 16, Mohammed gets a few extra yards and gets the first down. Great moves by Muhsin Muhammad. 15 yards for the first.
And somebody on this offense has got to step up and make a play like this. It's a simple hitch on the outside, but it's the effort by Muhsin Muhammad after the play that should get this group fired up a little bit. They're kind of waddling around out there. They've always relied on their defense to come out and make that type of play. Well, guess what? I don't think it's going to happen today. So somebody in the offensive group is going to have to step up and make a big play.
You're absolutely right, Moose. One thing I did notice on that last play on Musa Muhammad, nobody was down there making blocks downfield for him to get a bigger chunk of yardage out of it.
Going underneath to Thomas Jones, who was hit at the 36-yard line by Larry Foote after a pickup of 4 yards. There you see the Bears' first 4 possessions. They had a first down on their first possession, then had to kick. They got the field goal after they had a first and goal. Remember, they went for it on 4th down and 1 on the Steeler 34. They made the first down, but the last 2 possessions, they have come up empty. 2nd down and 6. Bernard Berrien at the top of your picture. Haven't gone to Berrien yet. Orton looking his way, and the pass, and it's knocked down. Nearly intercepted. Deshae Townsend defending against Berrien, and that will bring up 3rd down.
He's going to come down and he's going to run an in route. Now, Deshae Townsend is sitting on this. Watch the break that he gets. 26 right there. He gets in front of Bernard Berrien to make the play on the ball. Great job. There's something during the course of the week that Deshae Townsend saw to know that he didn't have to worry about the go route down the side. He knew that in route was coming, and he jumped it.
Remember, Lovie Smith told us last night, he says, I know that I'm going to have Kyle Orton throw, and I think we can pass successfully against the Steeler team. Hasn't happened yet. 3rd down and 6 on the 36. And Orton to the air again, and his pass caught by Muhsin Muhammad, and a first down into Steeler territory. That's the 5th catch of the game for Muhammad. Good for 15 yards with Townsend on him.
Well, I think the one thing you have to remember about Muhsin Muhammad is last year in Carolina, he was kind of in a similar situation. Steve Smith goes down. He's the only guy out there, and yet he throws up huge numbers. He's got to step up and start playing like he did last year for the Bears this year.
2-minute warning here in Pittsburgh, and we'll be right back.
Fox NFL Sunday is sponsored by Rocky Mountain Refreshing Coors Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL and Super Bowl 40.
Starts out cold, ends up refreshing. Coors Light, official beer sponsor of the NFL.
What's going on? We don't know how many converters we have in stock. We don't know where our trucks are, and no one knows where Mackler is.
6,000 converters? Trucks are at I-4, exit 9. Mackler, where are you?
In the airport.
Get a Nextel walkie-talkie phone for $24.99 and connect with over 17 million people. Nextel is available at Sprint or Nextel stores. Sprint together with Nextel.
This December, Nissan's got you covered from A to Z. Nissan's A to Z year-end sales event. Get year-end deals on Altima, Armada, Frontier, Maxima, Murano, Pathfinder, Quest, Sentra, Titan, Xterra, Z. Like 2,000 cash back on the Nissan Xterra 2006 Motor Trend Sport Utility of the Year. Style, performance, value. From A to Z.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. Big possession for the Bears here, Darryl, for them to get back in the game, and Kyle Orton to get his rhythm going. Look good on that last pass.
Well, he's looked a couple times today, and I think we all focus on Kyle Orton as the problem with the passing game. But last week against Green Bay, he didn't have a whole lot of help from his supporting cast. Muhsin Muhammad has stepped up today. He's making some good throws, but I agree, Dick, they've got to get some points going in at halftime.
And throwing on first down, Kyle Orton being chased down, and he's going to be tackled after a gain of 1 by James Farrier. So I have to tell you, and you pointed it out, that the Steelers doing a great job on coverage downfield, even when they are locked on a receiver, and perhaps playing better than maybe the Bears anticipated that secondary of playing.
Well, when you go up against Pittsburgh, you're trying to find that area that you can exploit, and Chicago really felt it was down the field passing, which is not a great situation for their offense to be in, but you can see that they really believe it. They're trying to get Kyle to get that ball down the field.
Second down and 9. Deep drop this time, and the ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage. Trying to go to Thomas Jones, and Joey Porter got the deflection.
You're not going to get there. Get your hands up, and that's one of the most frustrating plays for an offensive group. You've got something on the outside. You're going to check it down to Thomas Jones. Kimo van Olhausen comes in and just gets his hand up. You never give up on the play.
Remember, Orton is 6'4", and it'll be third down and 9 at the 48-yard line of the Steelers. Orton's pass deflected, incomplete, and a flag comes down late. Muhsin Muhammad was the intended receiver. Deshae Townsend on the coverage, and the flag came down late, and you can see very upset is Townsend on the call. We'll get it officially from Bill Bornovich.
Illegal contact, defense number 26. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Coming out of the slot right here. You're going to run a little in route. Deshae Townsend's taken away the inside. I agree. I think he's got a right to that position on the field. He just played inside leverage on that coverage, and he has the right to that spot. Muhsin Muhammad came in, tried to establish his spot, but Deshae Townsend didn't move.
Fourth penalty against the Steelers. They have them all in this game. And it's first down on the 43. The Bears still have 2 timeouts remaining. And here's Thomas Jones. And Jones gets bottled up after a gain of 1 by Brett Kiesel. And they spot the ball at the 42-yard line, so give Jones 2 yards on the play. He has picked up 31 yards and 9 carries thus far in the game, and has caught 2 for 19. And a timeout called by the Bears. They'll have 1 left when we return to the Steel City after these messages.
You have a prototype, they have a prototype. You have overseas suppliers, they have overseas suppliers. You have low-cost manufacturing, they have low-cost manufacturing. You have packaging, they have packaging. You have an ad agency, they have an ad agency. You have a supply chain that flies through customs, bypasses warehouses, and gets your product on the shelves faster. They have a new ad agency.
Coming up on the Visa halftime report, JB, Terry, Howie, and Jimmy will have scores and highlights from around the league, and the Fox Sports ticker has up to the second scores and stats. And of course, you'll get the latest on the games that affect both of these teams. 1:06 remaining in the first half. It'll be second down and 9. Bears on the Pittsburgh 42. Only 1 timeout left for Chicago. Watch out for the blitz, and Orton gets rid of it. Deshae Townsend with a cornerback blitz. Came from the blind side and very nearly got to Orton before he got rid of it.
He's down here at the bottom. Here's your 2 receivers right here. Now, there should have been a hot adjust because obviously the line is not responsible for him. So they both release. I don't know if one of those guys went hot and Kyle got focused out on the other side of the field.
Townsend is shaken up and injured on the play.
You know, guys, watching the Steeler defense down here, they have done a great job of knowing exactly what the Chicago Bears are going to run, pass-wise and run-wise. They're 1 step ahead of this Chicago offense.
Brian McFadden, second-round draft pick, has replaced Deshae Townsend, and the timeout called by the Bears, so they have exhausted their supply. Third and last timeout with 1:02 on the clock.
Hi there.
Use your Visa card this holiday season and you could be one of 50,000 winners in Visa's $1.5 million holiday giveaway. With a grand prize of $250,000, even the smallest purchase could turn into something big.
Do you gift wrap?
Visa, your card for the holidays.
Deshae Townsend comes in on the blitz. So you want to watch he does the right thing. He's got his head up when he makes the hit. He doesn't lower his head, but I think what he did is he got a pinched nerve. You see him get up, he's popping the helmet off. Those things are so painful, and yeah, he wants to get to the sideline. Since he's been on the sideline, they've really kept his head still. So hopefully that's just a pinched nerve and nothing more for Deshae Townsend.
3rd down and 9. Bears are out of timeouts. Kyle Orton with a big 3rd down pass, and it's incomplete. Hussein Muhammad had to turn around to try to grab that one. James Farrier was downfield, and Ike Taylor, the cornerback. So 4th down on the 42-yard line for Chicago. They're working on Townsend, who had been replaced by the rookie McFadden from Florida State. And Maynard coming onto the field. Some delay for the moment as to what the Bears wanted to do.
Oh, boy.
Tyrone Carter ouch on Bernard Berrien.
I think that was more than 5 yards downfield.
Yes. More like 25, 35. So here's Maynard kicking. Randall L. is back deep, but this will sail into the end zone for a touchback. And with 49 seconds remaining, the Steelers will get it back. Pittsburgh has to like where they're at right now, not only because of the 14-3 lead, but they feel comfortable in how they have moved against the staunch Bears defensive unit. And Orton, while he looks a little sharper than a week ago, certainly not getting the Bears in scoring position that often. Well, coming up again on the Visa Halftime Report, want to remind you that JB, Terry, Howie, and Jimmy will have all the scores and highlights.
Yeah, I mean, you make a great point, Dick. It's not so much that they're up 11 at this point against Chicago. And we're all going to wait and see. Chicago hasn't been able to overcome a deficit like this all season. But the impressive thing is how well they've run the ball, how well they've protected the defensive ends. Their tackles have played a great first half up until this point. Chicago's got to go in. They got to look at it. But you know what? I don't think it's anything X's and O's right now for Chicago. Right now, it's just they're not into it today.
And a good point. So the Bears, who right now you'd have to say their 8-game winning streak would be in jeopardy on the road, trailing by 11 and being outplayed by the Pittsburgh Steelers as the final seconds tick off. And there's Kyle Orton and Hussein Muhammad discussing things as they go off. And of course, Bill Cowher with the Pittsburgh Steelers, who to this point have certainly turned things around from their play of the previous weeks. Steelers coming in 2 games behind the Bengals. That was a really rough loss last week at home. They had won the previous matchup, and the Bears leading in the NFC North. Roethlisberger with a pass to Heinz Ward for the first touchdown. Jerome Bettis with a 1-yard run. Gold with the only points for Chicago. That's the end of the first half. Steelers lead the Bears 14-3. Fox NFL Sunday continues with the Visa Halftime Report after these messages and a word from your local Fox station.
It's a Fox NFL Saturday special. Tom Brady and the Patriots look to close in on a division title as they face a Bucs team desperate to claw their way into the playoffs. Then, on Sunday, in their first battle this season, Brunell and the Redskins shocked their hated rivals. Now, Bledsoe and the Cowboys seek revenge in the NFL's fiercest rivalry. It's a Fox NFL special, followed by a Fox NFL doubleheader in HD.
On the next Sex and the City.
Aiden's evicting her? I'm homeless. I'll be a bag lady, a Fendi bag lady, but a bag lady.
You are not a desirable candidate for a loan.
I want to buy my apartment, but I have no money. I'm worth nothing.
You're worth $1 million, Bradshaw.
Big offered me the money for my down payment, but I could never take it. Could I?
Sex and the City. Monday night at 11 on Fox 41.
It's the Big Cheese, our new cheddar double cheddar, just 2 for $3. Double burger, double cheddar, double good. Cheddar double cheddar, now 2 for $3. So go to Rally's, cause you gotta eat.
You gotta eat!
I know you weren't expecting this, but I just couldn't wait any longer. I want you to have this now. Open it.
How are you
Yes, it's a lucky quarter for these Kentucky Lottery scratch-off tickets.
Looking for that perfect holiday gift? Try Kentucky Lottery scratch-offs. They're fun to give, fun to receive, perfect for everyone, whatever the occasion.
You have made me the happiest girl in the world.
Play Kentucky Lottery scratch-offs and put a little play in your holiday.
There are many ways to winterize your car. For instance, you could change your antifreeze. Or put on heavy-duty wiper blades. And switch to snow tires. But the easiest thing you can do is often the most overlooked. Call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO. We offer low monthly payments 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And best of all, there's no installation.
Safe Auto. Safe Auto.
Snow Fox, your official and first choice for school closings.
The Visa Halftime Report is sponsored by Visa. With Visa, you're protected.
All right, for those of you watching Chicago, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, and Minnesota, the Bears have allowed the most points in the first half this season against that team, and who's that?
Jerome Bettis. We did a nice feature on, at least Jay Glazer did on our pregame show. Very nice. All right, Steelers opening drive, a little screen pass out to Willie Parker. He takes it 45 yards. Great blocking downfield. The Bears had yet to give up a opening drive touchdown all year. Another fake run, reverse, screen to the wide receiver. There it is, Heinz Ward. Great effort by Ward. 14-yard touchdown, 7-0. Then Bettis from 1 yard out. Another touchdown. Steelers awfully impressive in the first half. Score 14-3. Steelers over the visiting Chicago Bears. All right. Vikings owner Ziggy Whip. How you doing there, owner? Man, it must be nice to be rich. I got a cash flow problem. Corey Robinson, a little reverse, 13-yard touchdown run. His first run for a touchdown on the season. Minnesota up 7-0.
Jimmy's fishing partner will like that one. Go ahead.
Second quarter, Corey Robinson. Not only can he go deep and catch passes deep, he's excellent on kickoff returns, as you see right here. This 61-yarder leads to a Viking field goal. Good effort by Corey Robinson. It is 10-3 Vikings.
Till I can get my satisfaction.
Disciplined investing. It's not about following the crowd. At T. Rowe Price, our independent research means we're not deceived by every market ripple, and we don't chase every fad. For each 1, 5, and 10-year period, over 65% of our funds beat their Lipper average. Low-cost mutual funds from T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence. Request a complete prospectus or profile with investment objectives, risks, fees, expenses, and other information to read and consider carefully before investing.
To say it's been a while for the Cardinals franchise to get a win in San Francisco would be putting it politely. Back in the Jim Hart days of the 1970s when they were playing in St. Louis, not Arizona.
What were you, a freshman in high school back in '78?
I think you're exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's about right. You too, right?
Yeah. Oh, that makes us old.
Well, apparently an Arizona challenge has taken place here. I'm sure it has to do with where they spotted this ball. Looked like the receiver a moment ago lost his footing after making the reception.
Right.
And they gave him a first down.
Yeah, Brandon Lloyd catches the ball. His foot goes out from under him on this cut. I tell you. Yeah, that's a first down.
Well, you got to touch him.
Yeah.
Even though he fell down well behind what the first down yardage would be.
But if you're Dennis Green, you got nothing to lose. Because any challenge from here on in is going to be go up to the booth anyway. Yep. You know what I mean? And you don't need any more timeouts, I guess, unless 49ers score. But even then, I don't think you need timeouts.
Look ahead to next
Bears,
week. It'll be the
Steelers.
Bears and the Steelers. Bears getting a big win today over their rivals, the Green Bay Packers. The Steelers losing at home to Cincinnati. Well, what a critical game that will be for Pittsburgh next week, because with that loss today to Cincinnati, the Bengals now take a 2-game lead in that division. And the Steelers could be very much on the ropes for even getting into the playoffs. I mean, you look the way San Diego's playing right now. A big one today with Kansas City late leading against Denver.
Yeah.
KC trying to get into the playoffs. May be very tough for Pittsburgh.
It is a first down for San Francisco. Arizona will be charged with their 3rd and final team timeout.
And of course, all that came prior to the 2-minute warning. So that coach's challenge system still in effect. Cardinals lose that timeout. They're out of timeouts. More importantly, the 49ers are out of timeouts. They're the ones trailing. Ball at the 19-yard line for Alex Smith, who's hit on 16 of 23 for 185 yards. A couple of interceptions, no touchdowns. Being chased and wisely sprints straight out of bounds.
Pressure again by this Arizona defense. They bring the blitz from the left side of the defense. They don't get their hands on him, but they collapse the pocket enough so that Alex Smith does have to scramble out of there.
Gain of 6 on that run. 2nd down and 4. Huff applying pressure. It's intercepted by Eric Green. Cuts it back to the other side of the field with a chance to get it even further into 49er territory, down to the 28, and that should put it on ice. Antonio Smith applying the heat yet again.
He did. He just ran right over Quaim Harris. One-on-one. Got up under his pads. Bull rushed him right into Alex Smith's face. Here he is. Right over Quaim Harris. Watch him. Just gets his pads down, up underneath Quaim, and blasts him right into Smith.
Third interception today by the Arizona defense. And again, to repeat, the Cardinals had not had an interception against anybody since October the 23rd. And nice gamesmanship right there. Sportsmanship by Darnell Dockett. Didn't look like he was trash talking there, just giving the rookie a pat on the shoulder and a pat on the helmet.
Well, as we said at the beginning of this game, I mean, you meet Alex Smith, you like him. I mean, he's a guy who's unaffected by the fact that he was the first pick of the draft. He's a humble guy. He's a hardworking guy. He's a nice guy. And I think with a tremendous upside in this league, it does take time for almost every quarterback, even if you are surrounded by a strong cast of characters, a strong running game, outstanding receivers, a strong offensive line, it still takes time. And I'll tell you, Alex Smith right now, he really doesn't have any of that.
Well, it's certainly something they talk about, having the 3-year plan and the 5-year plan now under Mike Nolan here in San Francisco, and new leadership in the front office.
Well, one thing I do know, if Mike Nolan isn't successful, it won't be because he wavers. I mean, he is locked in, and I think that's what you have to do. Have a plan, stick to it, follow it, don't waver.
Meanwhile, for Dennis Green and the Arizona Cardinals, they come here, get a win, their 4th win of the year. He felt like his team would finish strong. And now they've won 2 of their last 3 games, ironically enough, both of them on the road, and here in San Francisco, winning for the first time in 18 years. For those math majors, that would be 28 years. 17-10, Arizona wins it. We'll be back in a moment.
The Chevy Red Tag event is here. Get low prices this season on most of America's #1 selling cars, trucks, and SUVs. The price on our tag is the price you pay, not a penny more. The Chevy Red Tag event. See red, save green. Now at your local Chevy dealer.
No, I'm just online paying the credit card bill.
What?
No, I'll be home soon.
We don't want a late fee.
I saw this before.
That's the last one, man. Let's go.
Sometimes you can't help paying late. Avoid late fees with the new Citi Simplicity card. No late fees when you make a purchase each billing period. Citi. Live richly.
You know what? What? This next scene always makes me laugh.
See, unless you get a little bit crazy.
Again?
Oh, love will never survive.
Beaton, cross it!
Yes! 1-0.
Want incredible entertainment experiences in your lap? Get Intel Centrino mobile technology in your laptop.
Look at this guy.
Smoky and spicy and flavor.
What's he doing? Chipotle dance.
Taco Bell's new Chipotle grilled stuffed burrito, loaded with carne asada steak, Chipotle seasoned rice, spicy Southwest Chipotle sauce, and a blend of 3 melted cheeses, all wrapped up and grilled to go. For the perfect balance of flavor and spice, think outside the bun.
I knew he'd come in handy someday.
I'm State Farm Agent Ephraim Sanchez, and this is a true story.
I never knew that his good grades would save us money on car insurance.
I never knew he could get good grades.
He cheated.
He had a tutor. When I found out about Mark's grades, I got him a good student discount.
Dad, if you get me a car, we could get another discount.
Mark's getting a car?
That's so not fair.
More drivers get more discounts from State Farm than anybody else. See what a State Farm agent could save you today.
Like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there.
What does the future hold? The Hokies look to take down Sheldon Williams and the top-ranked Blue Devils. ACC Sunday Night Hoops this weekend on FSN.
Solid win for the Arizona Cardinals on the road. 17-10 today over the San Francisco 49ers. Take a look at our UPS leaderboard. Kurt Warner, his 5th 300-yard passing game of this season, his 4th in the last 5 games. And again, his big targets, Bolden and Fitzgerald. Our Lunesta play of the game. One of those targets, who had 11 catches today, Anquan Bolden.
5 defenders he runs through for this touchdown.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following. So for Tim Breen, Kevin McCabe, our producer Jeff Gallen, our director Mike Roig, our entire crew, I'm Tom Brenneman saying so long from San Francisco. Final score 17-10 Cardinals. The NFL on Fox continues next week. Some of you will see the Bears and Steelers, others the 49ers and Seahawks, or the Redskins and Cardinals. This has been a presentation of Fox Sports. So long.
Fox Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League. The NFL is online at www.nfl.com.
You've been watching Fox Sports, broadcasting in HD and presented by DirecTV.
The Southwest Shortcut, the fastest way to our lowest online fares, only at southwest.com.
This has been a presentation of Fox Sports, home to Major League Baseball, the National Football League, and NASCAR.
Three.
2, 1. See ya.
Is this the help desk?
Yes, it is.
We need help.
With what?
He's always in a
These
hurry.
emails are relentless. I understand. Farmer, designer, weaver, buyer, shipper, seller.
Okay, what do you got?
You need a customized integrated real-time web portal.
What?
To get you on the same page.
Perfect.
Who are you?
Shepherd.
Everyone has a holiday wish list. At GMC's Red Tag event, we have a list of our own. Better V8 fuel economy, more standard horsepower, and incredible Red Tag offers. Everything on GMC's list points to putting professional-grade engineering on yours. Get an 06 Yukon two-wheel drive SLE for $29,616 after all applicable offers. The price on our tag is the price you pay, not a penny more. See some red, save some green at your GMC dealer.